Okay, so E30, I'm actually not too sure what body this is. But this here is, I'll call him Uncle Firoz from KZN. So he's the guy that helped us out with the rear valence when there was none available. Anyway, Uncle Firoz, so Firoz Kara is his name, brought us car basically all the way from KZN. And we're not doing a build on the car or anything, we're basically doing body and paint on it. But you know what, it's actually so nice to see a car coming from KZN that has, and not even a car coming from KZN, it's a car that has minimal work to do on it. So when I say minimal work, I'm talking about the rust issue, the floorboard issue, rust, floorboards, engine bay, you know, the normal crap that I normally show you guys all the time, right? And we've got like two small spots of rust that he cut out already. So I've got to do the fabrication on that, but it's like really, it's next to nothing. Anyway, car came through on a trolley, on a trailer, and we paint stripped this guy. And it was actually a pleasure to paint strip it. For once, I got no complaints. Yes, there's a couple of dents on the car. So this here was body filled, right? And you can see someone tried to pull this here off before. Um, you can see how it's pulled out, right? And I don't know what. Anyway, so I've taken the other door off as well, and we're gonna pin and file it out. But I'm gonna try not to file as much. So my panel beaters, I've got no more panel beaters, right? My one panel beater retired. He was 64 years old. I always spoke about him, Uncle Ben. Um, and the other guy, long story there, that got arrested, cheap EV, and. So I've got come to a point now where I actually don't want, when I say panel beaters, I'm talking about the pin and filers, right? We've got our other two guys that we use on the chassis work and so on like that. But I don't want any more pin and filers because I kept on nagging about the same thing over and over. And you know what? I'm gonna be doing a couple of videos of doing it myself, and I find better results of just getting it done alone. Like the painting story, it's easier for me. It's easier for me to just do it myself as to try and explain it off, right? So the putting and filing we're gonna get done on the car. We've got a lot of work done basically on the back already. This here is going to be very hard to get right because you've got a seam at the bottom. So what you got is you've got your inner arch, which is at the back here. That's created a lap, or it's got a lap on it, and then you've got the outer skin or the outer rear fender that's got another lip. So you've got a double lip channel over here, but there's another lip channel in here as well. So to try and pull this here out is a bit tedious, and I'm really not going to split this panel up trying to get these small dents sorted out. So I'm going to weigh the risk versus reward, or I'll do the risk versus reward and see the best way forward for this idea, right? The door, that shouldn't be an issue. Coming up to here, I really wonder what happened on this car, but anyway, but nothing major. So we'll get that seen to there. The rest of the car is quite good, right? What we did do is we stripped the section out here, and then I blasted, not sort of blasted, but I glass blasted all the corners out here. That's why you'll see now we've got a rough finish, but we actually want to leave it nice and rough like this here, because adhesion, for adhesion purposes, meaning for the first lot of primers to stick onto this here, this is actually what we want. We want it to be as rough as this here. This here is as per the TDS sheet, meaning that it will stick on here, but I'm happy with this here. The reason I've explained to you guys before why we're not going to blast the big panels is because they will cause waves in it, and it just creates a whole lot of more work afterwards. This here is a longer process. It takes longer. It takes about a week to get it to this level here, a week on a good car. Got other cars there. I'm still going to do a video on it next week. Also a decent mileage car, 143,000 Evo 2. Actually a very good car, right? But it had a couple of pranks here and there, but nothing major, not an abused car. And it's taken us, we're on week number 2 now, and today's Friday, we actually paint stripped that car completely. And we still got to do the corners out, but because it's just a race brake car, I can't go and blast it the same way. So it takes extra long to get to this point here, but it's worth it. So just go through the car quickly. Roof, good roof. It's a very workable roof. I mean, we don't get them in this condition. Yeah, front fenders, rear fenders, doors, same. I'll take you to the bench now quickly, or to the stand where I'm busy working, and take you to the other door. I've started pulling the dents out already on it. Where have you ever seen a car with a backboard like this? Yeah. So with a speaker board, I call it a backboard, but your speaker board or your louver board or whatever you want to call it, that's non-molested, non-cut off. And this guy is punch straight. We actually measured this guy out. This guy is actually punch straight, and you don't really find that. Right? We've got a whole list of cars laying here in different stages, and that require, when I say tons of work, I showed you guys know the videos. So, Jay, just have a look at, here's a fender here on the side here. These two fenders actually are very good, right? We finished up with them, they good. This is how I'd like to clean the corners up here, and getting, I've shown you guys before in the paint room or in the spray booth, painting these corners here and painting the arches and laying something down on something as clean as this here is rewarding, but cleaning it up to this point here is the hardest part. Even in here, even to get it cleaned up in here, right? That's always a fight, getting the corners cleaned up in here. So yeah, the two areas of, while you're here, Jaden, the two areas that I was talking about is, here's the one cut out here, and there's another hole on that side there. So we're just gonna fabricate a panel in there quickly, get that done, and yeah, there's nothing much to do on this. Color wise, I think we're going for gonna go for diamond black, right? And I think we're gonna go with the MTech 1 kit on it. So it's a 318 body actually. Yeah, here's the VIN number. So the VIN number sits in here, right? And this is another thing, is to get it nice and clean like this here is what we want. So it was Alpine white. We're gonna go with full color on the car. We're gonna go rubberized at the bottom. I'm gonna color match the undercarriage. We're gonna go with interior, engine bay, bootlet, roof, all color matched. And then we're gonna go with a nice base coat, clear coat, diamond black. So you saw how the Cosmos black came out in the M3. There's a lot more changes that we've done into the spray booth now with regards to guns, and I'm not gonna mention, but a whole lot. So I have been practicing further on we've been doing a lot of the kits and panels that were short of the other cars, and I think I got a recipe cut out for the next spray. So the next spray is going to be the NRA 333, right? And then we've got like 1, 2, 3 or 4 brilliant red cars, right? So red, we're going to get sick of red in the next 2 or 3 weeks, but I really can't wait to see what this research and this new technique, let's call it that, technique and findings are going to do to the outcome of the car. Right, I think we're going to get a much better finish. We're going to get a much better consistent finish. We're also spraying the cars on the tertiaries. We're not doing them on the sands. So meaning that I'll have much more consistency coming to the bottom of it, right? Because I can see now in my paint work here that there's a little bit of a texture consistency between this side of the panel and this side here. The roof's also got a different texture because I'm spraying flat down, which is, they're actually coming out better. This time around, we're going to be swiveling the car. I'm going to be spraying the roof vertically, if I can call it that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray all the way until a certain point, and then I'm actually going to lift the car up so I can get to the bottom equally. So on the 333 lookalikes, or the chrome bumper lookalikes, not lookalikes, the chrome bumper cars without kits, without the IS kits or the Tech 2 kits, I think it'll actually make a big difference on it, right? So unfortunately, we can't do that on the respray cars that have their suspensions in, their engines in, and so on like that. That can't go on a rotisserie, but we can do it on the shells. So I think from about Wednesday, we're ready to spray. So Hannah Red, very excited for that. And we're not doing that in 2K. We're not doing it in a single stage. We're doing it in a dual stage, meaning base coat, clear coat. Guys, let me know what you guys think about this car here so long. Diamond black, I think, is the color to go. It's going to look good. We're going to get it ready for its first primer soon. And I will update you guys again on that. Cheers.